everyone. Today we have an eminent personality with us, Miss Kalpana Kushwaha, who has been in the travel industry for almost 18 plus years, and she has worked with airline and now working with Yatra.com as sales manager Gujarat. Good afternoon, ma'am. We welcome you.
Hi, good
Ma'am,
afternoon.
my first question to you is, what is the general view on our topic?
Hi, the most common and the debatable topic which has been discussed over the years, injustice to women. Women face injustice all across the world. And one of the issues in India is also the issue of the domestic workers. Women still do more unpaid domestic and caring work than men in every region of the world. And one point to highlight is gender inequality has been a social issue for centuries and most prevalent in the developing countries like India. Just one point to highlight, like women earn one tenth of the total income despite working two-thirds of the total working hours. So yes, injustice has been prevailing yet.
Do you think that preference of male child is still continued on a large margin or has it been eradicated?
Well, this obsession, a strong obsession for male child has sustained in spite of high urbanization levels in India. I wouldn't say it's on a large margin, but definitely not been eradicated. And though general inequality is present all over the world, however, the basic preference for male child over female one is deeply entrenched in India. And few points to highlight would be like girls are financially burdened to the family, sons carry forward the family lineage, and it has been a thought process for several generations that the sons should take care of parents and support them financially. So daughters are more like a pariah dhan, and sons are considered a little more higher in that regards. And last to mention would be the spiritual and the religious factor, which says that only sons could pray or release the souls of the dead parents, and only males could perform certain rituals at the time of birth, death, or marriage. So, yes.
Do you think the preference of male child has a direct impact on the literacy levels of females in India?
Definitely, yes. Cause once the gender bias things start happening, so the preference given to one gender is definitely bound to affect the opposite or the other gender. And India being a country where major population is under poverty line or below the low income group, this is very strongly prevalent. Many parents view educating son as an investment because the sons will be responsible for caring them at the old age. On the other hand, parents may see the education of daughters as a waste of money, as daughters will eventually live with their husband's family, and the parents will not benefit directly from their education. So, illiteracy being the major thing, it's been affected a lot. Yes.
How can the government help to change the orthodox mindset of some citizens in rural areas?
Well, this obsession for male child has sustained, and so now it's high time we take some fundamental steps to reduce. No doubt, government has been actively following and making quite a few good schemes for women empowerment. A few to mention in the field of education, they have come up with Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. For health, they have come up with Pradhan Mantri Matritva Yojana, and though they are into place, need is to be implemented in the earnest spirit. It's like in a very mission mode. Second, I would mention is like the property inheritance laws for women needs to be ensured and it should be into practice. Third, the women's improvement in earning capacity, which can help women to support themselves, their children, and also parents, which would put them into a bracket of a breadwinners and a protectors of family, which is not prevalent currently due to the different levels of the salaries and difference in the male and female. And last to mention would be the cultural norms should be changed to give woman equality example, both fathers and mothers surnames for children. So these are the few things that government should put into practice, which would definitely help to from the government point of view.
We sincerely thank you, ma'am, for your kind support and cooperation.
Thank you for having me.